Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis. Here is my lovely co-host. We have
Brazil.
Hello, Brazil. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great because Bachelorette's on tonight.
Yes! I'm so excited about that as well. And if this is your first time tuning into us live here on Reality Realness, well then, welcome. First things first is please subscribe right over here. We are all about reality TV and all the gossip that goes along with it. And today it's kind of like a conclusion of our cast assessment. So we're going to go through Team Chantele, and we're going to do, Brazil's going to give her idea of where we think that they're going to place. And I'm going to use tarot cards to give me an idea of where I think that they're going to place. Now, this is just going to be within Clare's season. Like, this is all we really know right now, is that Clare is going to be the Bachelorette. We have an idea that she's going to be out within the first, couple of weeks or so because she found love, seemingly. And so we will do something new and improved, potentially, if Tayshia comes in. And so, if Tayshia comes in, I probably, it's all the same bachelors. I'm not against keeping them maybe, but we'll redecide obviously in the moment, like what's going to be the most fair. Like if maybe all my guys don't come back or whatever, you know what I mean? Like we might have
to like a total redraft.
Depending on who's left and how many more people or if more people get pulled in. So we're just going off of what information we have officially been given by ABC. So we know that Clare Crawley is the Bachelorette and that she has 31 suitors that are supposedly vying for her affection. And we have one that Brazil didn't draft in the end, which I was surprised, that we are assuming is going to be Clare's final guy. So I'll be doing tarot and Brazil will just be using her intuition and heart. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Are you getting ready for the Bachelorette?
Hi, girl.
I actually am pretty excited, especially because it's just new content. Like I watched with my mom the last 8 episodes of Love Island last night, and I realized I really miss the show. So I'm hoping that this will have the same kind of affection that we had with Love Island. I hope so.
Well, how they tend to tease things. Like they showed Colton's fence jumping scene from the first episode, and I'm pretty sure it didn't premiere until episode 17. And it was pretty boring. But they have a good way of teasing things to make you excited throughout the whole season. So I'm excited.
Have they teased anything that you've seen so far?
No, nothing. This is the first. I honestly think this is the first time where they haven't teased anything, and I think it's because they're kind of still maybe editing, or I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but it's the first time I haven't really seen anything. Even with Colton's, it was The Bachelor, they always do the ring. They always do the ring, but they're will he have his first? Oh, they were doing it. You know what I mean? They just led up to the fact that he was a virgin and all these things. But with Clare, nothing. So
if there is any promos right now, let's just take a look.
I did see one, but she was kind of just in front of a green screen, kind of looking real pretty. But yeah, I don't know
if there's any recent promos that has come out 3 hours ago. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this. We'll look at this all together because I don't want to. Okay. I'm on ABC. Allow ads. Blah. Oops. Stop this. Stop that. This. Let's do this. Rachel says, this is a random question, but what are your thoughts on Luke P from Hannah's season? I think that Luke P.
Sorry, Rachel, if you know him, but.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully you don't know him. I really didn't like him, personally. I thought that he was quite manipulative. In the very beginning, I thought, obviously, he was a front runner. And then as the season went on, I felt as though it was more like she was the prize as opposed to somebody who really had a connection with. And I felt that if they had stayed in a relationship, it would have made it become a little bit dangerous. Like, I just didn't feel like his mental health was really strong. And I didn't like how he emotionally manipulated her, or tried to. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Just piggybacking off of it, he did scare me a bit, especially in Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, didn't he got sent home fighting? Oh my gosh, the hilarious guy, the model. He's like little too. He's from Florida. I think they're both from Florida.
Oh, Jordan.
Who?
Jordan.
Yeah. So, didn't he get sent home fighting him?
I think so. I can't remember fully, but I think so.
Yeah. So definitely mental health not there. No judgment on it, but just like not. I could see it in his eyes when he was talking to Hannah. Like it was like almost
over and glazed over and just seeming to be nothing behind it, and it just looked a little bit like
not psycho, but like sociopathy.
Yeah, it just wasn't. I didn't feel safe with her, like being in a relationship with him. You know?
No, and but that's what scared me too, and like it made me question the producers in that point of that season, was because I was like, how can she not see, like, the way he's looking at her right now is very concerning.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she must have thought of like, oh, he's so intense. Like, his love for me is so intense.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the episode, I was like, whoa, she's really into this guy. But the height thing, it didn't really, he was not on my draft team either, so I, like, extra didn't like him. But, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a fan.
Jed was on my draft team, and Jed ended up winning, and I actually felt really bad.
Wait, what? Jed? Oh, J Job says, hi, J Job. How are you? I love when you join us. It's so fun. So, who is worse, Luke P or Colton?
Luke. Well,
Colton, though.
Like, current Colton?
Colton has actually been all the claims that Luke P that we're kind of having for his mental health and like how he might have treated is how Colton actually is treating Cassie. So
true. That's what I meant. Like, does he mean like, or she? I'm not sure if J Job's girl or boy. Sorry, but their Bachelor seasons or like today.
I would say I'm going to say today.
Colton.
Like, I didn't ever like Colton at all because I didn't feel from beforehand that like he had a vibe or an energy. And like, you know, I talk about this with Connor not having like a sexual vibe or sexual energy or just like a sense of like desire that he had for any of the women. And so I could never really get behind him because he just seemed kind of like, I don't know, that's like wimpy or like not wimpy.
No passion.
Sorry, say again?
No passion.
There was no passion. There was no.
What's Colton's sign again? Is he Cancer like Connor too?
Oh my God, I don't remember actually. Hold on, let's look it up. But J Jobs is saying today.
Oh, then today Colton's worse just because he was kind of like the secret psycho, and Luke was just kind of like the apparent psycho. So I think a secret psycho might be worse.
Well, I think that we kind of saw his psycho. Well, I don't want to say psycho actually, but like we kind of saw him being unhinged a little bit with the whole fetch shove thing and him like running off to Cassie. Like Cassie was not interested in him. Her dad kind of told her like, hey, like this is not the direction that you want your life to go in. I do feel as though she got manipulated in the sense of like, okay, listen, like we'll be together for a couple of years. We don't have to stay together that long. Like, let's just ride this out. Like, we can be really good friends. And I think she got roped into being, you know, the person that he lost his virginity to most likely. And like became this whole, like this idol that he just puts up on this pedestal. And like, she was realizing like, oh my God, this is not the relationship with someone that I want like at all. Like, and I think she kind of got sucked in to being this person for him. And I think that is why he kind of went off the rocker here, because I don't think she ever really was into him.
I don't think not as intensely as he was. Like maybe
oh my God,
initially.
You're gonna be so happy. His birthday's
he's an Aquarius, isn't he?
No, his birthday's the day after. Pisces, and he's probably rising, probably Scorpio.
Yes.
So yes, his birthday is January 26, 1992. So
he's like exactly 2 months older than me.
Well, not 2 months. Your birthday's in, oh yes, yeah, 2 months. Sorry. Yeah. Well, less than 2 months. A month and a week. A month and a week. So yes, he's I think that he's still closeted. I think that, I think that he's very confused within his sexuality. And I think that this is why he's latching on to Cassie. But with all that said, I think that he's worse, in my opinion, because he's actually acted out on some of these things. And we're just speculating that Blue P might have those tendencies within him, but we haven't actually seen him do anything, which is, thank goodness, because that could be scary. Okay, so let's look at this promo. Let's see what. Whoops. I want to press. What's this? I mean, hopefully this is like good. Can you see this?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen any like raw footage.
Can you see it?
Oh yes, I can.
Okay.
At last, it's a brand new season of The Bachelorette. Systems are a go to meet Claire, and this one is worth the wait.
I've been looking for love my entire life. I'm 39. This might just be my last chance. I promise you. Single will be there no more. Hi. Come on over.
Claire, my name is Dale,
Nice to meet you, Dale.
I couldn't be more excited to take this journey with you.
Just I thought I could just my best.
He's getting the first impression rose. Damn it.
Oh, sick.
Like, what is going on? I expected way more from the oldest Bachelorette.
I don't care what I've done. Just sit there and say you're the oldest Bachelorette. Guess what? I'm the oldest Bachelorette. This 39 that's standing here that's single because I didn't settle for men like that.
It's only a matter of time before Claire realizes the truth. That Dale's maybe not who Claire thinks she is. I just don't know how you can be so sure so quick. Want to get crazy? Let's get crazy. How about
That's your boy.
walk out?
That's Kenny.
I've been doing the show. We've never dealt with anything like this. There's also not going to be a rose ceremony tonight.
I'd like to applaud myself and give myself a rose this evening.
I didn't expect the process to be cut short. I don't know. I can't even fathom how you guys are going to try and process this. I don't know what that means. Like, okay, do we get a new Bachelorette in here? What the just happened? The path we're on right now doesn't end well. For you, for the guys, for anybody. Congratulations, you've just blown up The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette season premiere tomorrow, 8/7 Central on ABC.
So, how many guys look like we're left? Like, I would say maybe
I have to watch it
10
again.
to 12.
Sorry?
I think like maybe 10 to 12 guys were left when this happened.
On. Sorry, could you see it still?
Yeah.
Keep on the.
Oh boy, who was the one that said old?
Wow. Oh my God. I know, Jay Jobs.
I said that though. Remember that
a little bit like it has to be. Yeah, you said about an age, and I was like, that's the only thing that would really be that rude.
and someone was bound to say it this season, like
Oh,
which is so unfortunate. But
maybe this guy is trying to get like some.
you drafted that boy too.
I drafted him for points. Remember?
Yeah. True. Because controversy.
He's so good looking, though. Oh my God.
He is.
Deja. I dated the
Hi,
team.
Deja.
Deja says the tea. My teacup is shaking with how messy that is. It looks so messy. Like you could see my face. Those were my legitimate facial reactions. Like that was tea.
Woo! I'm so excited.
So wow, yes. Yes, Deja. Okay, I'm excited. That really made me excited. Like, not that I want any drama. I don't want anybody to get hurt and like any fighting really to happen. But like, if it's gonna be organic and like Claire gets to have her lines, like she's good with just being like, I don't want to be with anybody like you. Like,
and honestly, props to her because, to be fair, like someone of her age knows exactly what she wants at that point, and why prolong the process if she's already found it too. When people are going to talk shit about her season ending early, like if she knew, she knew. Like you said, you can fall in love in like a month on a show like this. So, and if there was pre-gaming, come on.
Mm-hmm. So Deja says he tried it, and the Bachelorette is going to drag him once the episode airs. Yes, I think that they're going to drag him, but I think that he just like is looking for negative publicity right now. I don't think that he's actually interested in Claire. I just don't think that anybody that was looking to be in a relationship with anybody is going to say anything nasty like that if like they wanted to stay for a little bit longer or whatnot. And so,
unless you're mentally unstable too.
Yeah.
And like she was trying to send him home, and then like he just like said something rude, or like didn't like the way the conversation was going, and then acted like a child and like said something really rude.
I don't remember who that is right now, but she. Dana says that's why I like Claire, because she ate with the BS. Exactly. Like, I do feel like she allowed herself to be roped into a little bit of BS with Christian during the Winter Games. I think it's because she was attracted to him and she really wanted to make it work. But I do think that there was like kind of like the language barrier and kind of culture barriers that was a little bit preventing them from being able to connect properly and really communicate well. But other than that, though, she always says that like what she means. I think she left Paradise early when she didn't feel like she was going to be meeting somebody. Like she is very confident in making decisions for herself and her love life, and she's not willing to settle. And so I appreciate that, and I think that that comes with age, because we've been seeing a lot of these like under 30-year-olds, and don't come for me, like age is just a number. People can get married at any age, blah, blah, blah. But I think that there's a lot of life that you learn between the ages of 20 and 30 that you can say like, no, I don't deserve that type of treatment. No, I'm not interested in somebody that's clout chasing. Like you can recognize these patterns, recognize these signs, and not settle for somebody that actually 10 years from now wouldn't deserve any of your time.
Can't confirm. I'm 28, and the people I dated when I was up until 24 even, I would never in a million years date now. So
exactly. And so I like that it's an older Bachelorette. Like I don't feel like she looks like older, but I think that her value system and what she's willing to accept is more mature. And that's what I'm interested in seeing within this season. It's like she's not messing around. She's not there for Instagram followers. She is there to find someone that she can spend her life with. And it's kind of taking you back to what we like the show for, is seeing people connect and potentially find a relationship. Who would have thought that? Oh my God, that's what this show's about? Rachel said, oh, what? I don't get why he's commenting on her age as an insult when he chose to be there already knowing her age. Let's make it make sense. Yeah, I know. Like, maybe he didn't know her age. Oh, no, he did. He probably did. Unless he was, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but I think he was just trying to...
He's just immature and insecure. And so he's going to come after her.
Yeah, it's like if she was like, oh, and you're a mother, or like, or you're divorced. Yeah. Like it's just like it's like a jab that he knows is going to hurt her feelings.
Yeah, just like I said, like insecure, immature. Next, thank you. Next,
exactly. Deja says, I wonder what happened when she left. Like, what happened with the guys? Well, I don't know. Nobody really knows. Obviously, the spoilers kind of floating around. I haven't really paid attention to the spoilers because I want to be on the ride of like, what the heck is happening here? So I don't know. I feel as though when they told the guys, they already knew what their solution was.
Yeah. They
So,
knew, like, Tasha. Yeah.
So I would think that maybe Tasha has already made an appearance over there. You know what I mean?
Maybe Hannah Slouse or Sluss did, like, to host a game. Maybe they all hosted a game together. Or they're fans of the show and know Tasha. Like, Tasha was one of the most beloved on Colton season.
Fair. And that, like, maybe she was already on the compound or, like, already had quarantined. Like, and so.
Oh, yeah. No, I think so.
When they told the guys, I think that they already had it lined up that she was going to take on that position. I'm not sure, though, whether or not Tasha knew that she was going to become the Bachelorette when she went there or not. I don't know if that was, if she got, hey, come to, like, we're changing things up, you're going to be the new Bachelorette. I don't know if that's what she knew. Which will be interesting.
I think maybe they, like, just invited back, like, maybe some fan favorites, and then Tasha was Tasha's the oldest out of the fan favorites that seemingly went back. It was like her, Hannah, and I forget who else. So I could totally see Tasha being like, I'll do it. Like, I could see her being the one that was ready to do it if they offered it to anyone, or wanting to give it to her because I think she has, like, out of the other girls there at least. I don't know. I love Tasha during Colton season, so I'm really happy if it is going to be her. And I think she'll have a good group of guys to choose from, even if it's Claire's leftovers. So.
Well, and also, though, so who else was in consideration? Oh, Maddie. Did Maddie go to
out of here. Get out of here.
Did you hear any reports of her going to the compound?
I'm pretty sure because her and Hannah were, like, TikToking together in, like, LA. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were together in LA.
Let's tinfoil hat this. They brought the 3 considerations other than Claire from after the most recent season, because Hannah Sleuth was being considered. Obviously, Maddie was still being considered, and Tasha's name was also floating around.
Because Hannah G dated Dylan, and she was the other favorite from Colton season. So Tasha was, like, the only one left.
But she was being considered, like, her name was being buzzed around for after the Peter season, even though her season was the Bachelor season previously or prior.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they brought those 3 women down and got them to do just a little bit of dates and just see who had the best, like, interaction with the guys that were there, right? And then maybe there was like, oh, Tasha, do you like the guy? Like, what do you think of them? Blah, blah, blah. And, like, maybe she went through, like, oh my God, I love this guy. Oh, this guy's great. Like, maybe she had a lot of positive things to say about a lot of guys. And maybe the other 2 women didn't really care for them that much. And so maybe they're like, okay, well, what if we said to you that you could be the Bachelorette now and date these guys? Would you be interested?
And what's crazy too is, like, that's what I know we had the miscommunication about it, but that I could totally see her dating a lot of these guys, like, way more so than Hannah or Maddie, like, far, far above, like, different league above that. So I don't know. I'm excited. I think you could be right. Like, she probably, because I'm trying to think, they had another competition where they had to, like, take out, like, previous girl, like, the girls that were, like, best friends with the Bachelorette, like, came on and they had to do, like, a challenge with them, like, separately, and then they had to come back and give, like, the Bachelorette, like, their opinion on the guys. So I can see how if she did bond with them in that way, that they were like, well, shit.
Or people, like, knowing there's been, oh my God, Tasha! And, like, she'd be like, oh my God, I totally wanted her to be the Bachelorette at one point. Like, I really like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe she just got a lot of people excited. And they're like, oh, well, she's already quarantined, and Claire just broke the Bachelorette. Let's just swoop on Tayshaun in here. So,
I mean, yeah, that would have had to have been a crazy alignment of all the things happening at the right time, but I'm here for it. Like, I think everything happens for a reason. So,
a comment here. So it's all destiny. Okay, so that Bachelorette preview was shocker. They made it seem like the guys knew about the new Bachelorette, or she was going to demand a recast the guys. I even heard spoilers. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. LOL. How spoilery are the spoilers, and where's the source from?
The guys did get recast, though, didn't they? Because they had a lot of young guys, and I think everyone was pissed off.
they originally got not recast, but more people got added to Clare's list. So there was about 42 guys that were originally be in consideration for Clare's cast, and 11 of them obviously were sent home. And so some of them apparently were called to come back for Tayshia's portion or later down in the season. I don't know how it all worked. So they did put out the feelers for more guys that were older, like everybody was like under 30 before they recast.
Yeah, so ridiculous.
I mean, if I was Clare in The Bachelorette, I wouldn't want anybody under 30.
That's what I mean. But to bring in 30-something guys all under 30, like,
yeah,
what is the point of making her the Bachelorette if you're going to bring in those men, you know?
Because she said that she will date, like, she dates any age. She doesn't mind going younger. Like, not that young. So yeah, so Destiny, if you like, just let me know what kind, like, how spoiler is it? It's like 100%. Like, I know the winners of both Tayshia and Clare's season. No, we already know Clare's, so, or most likely Clare's. So maybe not that, but if you, I don't know, let us know what the source is, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to spoil. Tayshia says, I think that some of these guys, they picked maybe old applicants. They just chose people who applied for previous bachelorettes. I'm not sure how they get their Bachelorette cast, but I think that a lot of these guys may have thought Tayshia was going to be the Bachelorette, and so when they applied, I'm not sure though. I don't know. It could be old. Hi, Sherette.
Hi.
Hi guys, I'm surprised at how many people at my job talk about this show. I am a correctional security officer. But I mean, everybody's still looking for love no matter where they are in their life, I think. And like, love gives hope. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's why you might find a lot of people interested in these silly love stories. I think it's escapism. What do you think?
Everyone in my like, I'd say maybe 10% of the people in my hospital watch Big Brother. I'd say maybe 25% watch Love Island, and probably 95% watch The Bachelor.
Wow. Okay, so Brazil, you need to tell them to watch us and hang out with us.
I just got to go back to work first. Hopefully Friday.
Exactly. They just said to Sherrod, the inmates or the guards? Good question. Or both.
Deja, I can't with you.
Both.
I love Deja.
Okay, so let's get back to the, what we came here to do. Obviously, we can continue these conversations intermittently, but so we're going to go through my list of people that I drafted, and I'm going to pull a tarot card, and Brazil's going to give her thoughts on how we think that we're going to place. We're not sure necessarily, like, exactly number order right now, so we're just going to kind of do in 5 tiers. So either the lowest tier, so we're going to be out in the bottom 3, and then all the way up to top 3 of Clare's season. Okay, so in no particular order, we'll just start with Bennett. So let me pull up Bennett for us. Oh, right. I remember Bennett now. Oh, let me remove this comment. Bennett, 37 from Georgia.
He has a good career. I almost picked him. I think he's a lawyer.
Bennett is, he's a wealth management consultant from Harvard.
Okay, so still good career. I mean, I think initially, they would look very good together. And I think Clare knows that. I mean, he's attractive. Not my type at all, but attractive, her age, and has a good career. So I don't see why he wouldn't do well and go far. Probably more mature than at least 60% of the other guys there. So I think he'll go far. I don't know much about him. Again, not my type. I'm thinking about Clare, but
well, for me, like, looking at him, like, he definitely looks like a catch. I don't know if he looks cool enough for Clare. Like, I think that she likes some spice, and he seems kind of vanilla. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he seems very vanilla.
So yes, it's a good career. He might stick around for a while because like there's something very sexy about a man that's confident, or has money. Like there is an allure there. So I think that he's going to, just off the top of my head, do decently well. But I don't feel him to be the winner, even though we know who the winner is for Clare's season, or we have an idea. Okay, so let's see what the cards. Okay, I got the Four of Swords in reverse. All these reverse cards.
I know.
Easy. So reverse cards usually mean there's a block, maybe an external block, or that the lesson of the card before has not been fulfilled. The card before this is the Three of Swords, which talks about unfinished business, unfinished relationships. And so I'm wondering if he's, not that he's not ready, but that maybe he has some baggage that's not allowing him to maybe connect with Clare. That's what I'm getting.
Maybe he like leaves early because he's still stuck on an ex.
Yeah, like I feel like he has some baggage. Maybe I don't want to say the word baggage.
But because I was gonna say like as like even at that age, like that it's not uncommon to be divorced. Or even at my age, it's not uncommon to be divorced. Exactly.
So I'm thinking that he's actually not going to do that well, even though he's very handsome.
And past the first night for sure. I don't know if he'll do enough to excite her to get past more than that.
So you think that
whatever tier that is.
So tier number 4?
Sure.
Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of thing? So
5 being gone first week?
Correct.
Yeah, I say 4, borderline 3, but most likely 4.
Okay, so 4, I agree with that. So that's going to be around, we'll say maybe the 11th position.
I'm excited to see when you put together like all of our guys in their tiers.
I know.
Like, yeah. I wonder if we can make like a graphic with like just their headshots. I can help you maybe.
Ooh, yeah, I can.
And like a tier, and then like the heads, just the heads.
Yeah, we could do that. He just says, oh, just kidding. Who's your favorite bachelorette? Favorite bachelor? I never really like them usually because I find that like they're just never guys that I'd be into, and so I usually watch it just for entertainment purposes. I wish that I would like them to be like, oh, I would like, he's such a catch, I would like that to have that experience, but it's never really happened. Who do you think for yourself?
My favorite bachelor is probably Ben Higgins. And my favorite bachelorette's my girl Caitlin. Rachel's close second, but I just like that Caitlin normalized women and being able to be open about their sexuality on TV. So that's why she'll forever be my favorite.
But do you know, my mom was actually telling me this, that one of the reasons why Caitlin and Sean broke up is that he never forgave her or got over the fact that she had that moment with
Nick.
And so it was always hovering over their relationship. So he never really ended up trusting her or like allowing her to be in a relationship with her. So
well, she's happy with Jason now. She's on Dancing with the Stars and freaking killing it. So
very true. But I
think go all the way
with Sean. Like I thought he was very attractive.
I did too, and I love their story about how he saw her on. Actually, her season is the first season I like watched. Like super fan watched. But I like how he was like, he saw her on TV and was like, I'm gonna marry that girl one day, and then ended up getting on her season. Like I think that's like a fairy tale story. So I was bummed that they ended, but to hear that's the reason, that's kind of unfortunate because like just get over it.
Right, but yeah, you couldn't do it.
Whatever. She has Pino and Ramen, her 2 golden retriever rescues in Jason, and she in Tennessee, and she's fine.
She's fine. She did a cameo appearance on. No, she's in Dallas, isn't she? Yeah, she's in Dallas. Nashville, Texas. Anyways, but you said Tennessee.
Well, Nashville's in Tennessee.
I thought Nashville's. Oh yeah, Nashville is in Tennessee. Yes. I'm thinking of.
Okay, we're with the Canadian here, everyone.
I was thinking of something else, not Tennessee. But anyways,
JoJo's in Dallas, if maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Wait, yes, I'm thinking Dallas, Texas, but she's in Nashville, Tennessee. Yes.
Yes.
But anyways,
But they're similar. They're similar.
my point is still the same, is that she did an appearance on Barry Cavallari, on Kristen Cavallari's show. And so she was playing a friend, not playing, but I guess it's real life, but she was a friend of Kristen's manager on that season. And so they went to her house, and we did see the dog there. And so the dog that you're talking about.
Yeah, they rescued Ramen first, and then they got Pinot, like Pinot Noir. Like last year, I think he surprised her with it. They're so cute.
But yes, they're in Nashville. I feel like Nashville and Dallas are the same name.
Well, Dallas, like Nashville and Austin, I think are very aesthetically similar, like very good music scenes. Dallas, I've heard, is like very boring, but both like Nashville could be in Texas very easily.
Yes, and I just picture though Kristen Cavallari being more in Dallas, but she is in Nashville. Anyways, besides,
you know what's actually crazy? Speaking about Jason and Caitlin, one of my good friends was going to UC San Diego, and before they moved to Nashville, they both lived in San Diego like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and she was walking to go get coffee down the street from her house, and literally was walking back and saw a golden retriever. I was like, oh, like I love dogs, I want to pet the golden retriever, and like looked up and was like, holy shit, it's Caitlin and Jason. And I was like, oh my God, did you say anything? She's like, no, I just got tongue-tied. I was like, thank you for letting me pet your dog, and like ran. And she's like, but they're both so little. And I was like, really? She's like, Jason's really, really short. She's 5'9". She said she was like hovering over him.
I'm not into Jason personally. I'm happy she's happy, of course, but
personality-wise, I think I liked him more and more as he was. I think he was on Hannah Brown's, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but personality-wise, I think he's just like a good guy. The hockey got me.
So I really liked Caitlin's season. I think also, like, you know, I have friends of hers in Vancouver. So she just like was someone like I related to because she was Canadian. I think I was living in Vancouver still when she was, or I just moved back to Toronto. And so support the Canadian. I thought she was funny. I really liked her vibe. I also liked Brit that's beginning of that season as well. But like I was happier that Caitlin was the Bachelorette. And I liked her season. Like, it was like, there was a lot of drama, but like, there was a lot of love too. And I thought it was very entertaining, and I really like her. So she's definitely my top for the ladies. Rachel's a pretty close second. Because I thought I really liked Peter, but obviously up until
I did too.
After, like, he became kind of a shitty guy after The Bachelorette. But I really liked Peter. I thought he was really handsome.
I liked Luke too.
Pardon?
I liked Luke also. I think that was
Luke?
I'm thinking JoJo season, sorry.
Like Luke that was going to be the Bachelor?
Yeah, I liked him for JoJo, just because they're both Southern.
You know that he dated Brooke or Holly from The Bachelor, from Big Brother.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like after she got off Big Brother?
Before.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Why did you just ruin that? Ew.
Who likes Luke? Like the guy that got on the horse? He's kind of bow-legged.
Well, but
sucks.
but just for JoJo, I thought he was like a veteran, so that got me. It was a veteran thing. Okay. That's what did it for me.
Like I didn't like Luke at all. And then after he got really big ego when he was being in consideration for The Bachelor. And
well, I was mad that they picked Nick Viall over him too. I was like, ugh, why?
Asshole online about being like, he just became.
Oh no, they picked Ari over him, not Nick. I was even more mad. I was like, who the fuck is Ari?
Ari's better than that guy Luke was. Like, Luke sucked, and he dated Holly. Like,
I believe you now. Like everything, Holly, gross, ew.
All changed now.
Beth, fucking Beth.
Okay, so next up, let's look at Brandon. So Brandon, hold up.
Not to be confused with Brendan, which is number 1 on my team.
I mean, probably confused. Brandon, not Brandon. Brandon.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Is this the guy that I think is hot? This is the bad guy, right?
Let's see. Oh no, he's got a smoldering eye. No. Oh, it's a different picture. Yeah, I think it's him.
He's so good looking.
Yeah. Is he like 27, 28? If that's the case, then that's him.
28 from Cleveland, Ohio, apparently. Oh my goodness, though. He's so good looking.
I mean, his jawline could cut a diamond. He's got the nice 5 o'clock shadow. He's tan, seemingly tall, looks mysterious. He'll go far. I say he goes up until probably right before her season ends. So it looked like, okay, that's what we need to talk about, Chantele, because we had a glimpse into when Chris Harrison is telling the guys,
yeah, this
is ending. How many people do you think were in the room? Because that's going to kind of reshape our tier a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
they're going to top 6, but
I think it's more than that. There was at least 20 people there still.
20? Okay, I thought 10 to 12. So maybe let's meet in the middle, like 17-ish?
Well, let's just meet at 15. We'll just say dwindle down to half.
Okay. So he'll definitely be in the top 15. Absolutely.
But so then that would be in the most likely the top 8 or 9 or 8 or 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see him getting
I have a feeling that like maybe that comment sends her over the edge a bit, even though she's going to pretend it doesn't. And I think very shortly after that, she realizes like, I have Dale. Why do I keep needing to go through all this stuff? Like,
she was probably on a group date with Dale, and she was spending all of her time with him, not allowing anybody else to speak to him. Probably gave Dale the rose or whatever. Nobody seemed to have a chance, and he probably just like realized that he wasn't even making any headway there, and like kind of lost the plot there. Okay, let's see what the cards say.
Oh man, I hope one flies out across the room. You have to go pick it up, and it's like the devil.
Oh, this is basically the card that, oh, this is not good. This is the card that I was talking about, the 3 of Swords, but it's in reverse. So blocked energy, so unfinished business.
So he doesn't have any because it's blocked?
Well, sometimes it could be that, it could mean that he needs to work on opening his heart again. It could be that he's experienced some heartbreak and that hasn't allowed himself to connect with people. And that seems pretty indicative of his reaction there, is that like maybe he was trying to open his heart a little bit, but then like kind of got it slammed down and he just got defensive and like put the guards back up. And so I'm agreeing with you with the placement. I don't think that he's ready to be in a relationship with Claire, or maybe even anybody.
But I would keep him around to stare at him and then kiss him and go on a helicopter with him. Just for fun, like fuck it.
I'm agreeing with you though that I think that he's gonna make it he was in that room. I didn't even see if he was in there.
I wasn't even looking. I was more so trying to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like trying to like count. So tonight, when it's on, I'm going to I'm gonna definitely pause and count and like write down exactly who I see in that room at that time.
Pause.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, but I won't be able to do it if you. Oh my god, I'm gonna use the link you gave me. Oh my god, I'm gonna get to watch it early.
Yeah, you'll watch it on time. It's perfect.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
Take more notes. You can watch it again at 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or 8 your time.
8 my time.
So I think I'm agreeing with you I think that he's going to make it to having a little bit of feelings invested in there. Like I don't think that anybody would have that kind of emotional outburst like the first date. You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe he thought he was going to get a one-on-one, or maybe he thought he was going to get the alone time, or maybe he thought that he made the best connection with her on the group date.
Or she said she gave herself the rose. Maybe she was going to give it to someone else, and then it like he flipped out because he didn't get it, and so she just gave it to herself. Like, man, F all these guys. I'm going to take this rose myself.
That could be a thing.
No, that's not true because the group date rose is an actual rose. It's not a pin. Never mind. Okay. Thinking even harder. Yeah, I think you're right, though.
For you, Rachel, so I believe that it is the legal site. I don't believe that we're doing any wrong with that streaming site because you do still get commercials. It's basically U.S. television East Coast feeds in real time. It's like maybe 2 minutes delayed. So you'll be able to watch like Bravo if you like a little bit of below med, below deck med. Yes. There are a few stations like HBO, for instance, that they want you to purchase their VPN. But like I get regular beach HBO, so I don't need that necessarily. But everything else that I've had to play or tried to play, like CBS, NBC, ABC, Bravo, E Network, are all the ones that I look at, and they those are fine for live TV. So it's honestly like a really great link. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. But back to what's his name, Brandon.
We have to say it like that from now on. The rest, Brandon.
I'm gonna put him in the 8 spot.
Okay. Yeah. So tonight, I'm gonna do the best I can. Pause, count, write down who is in that room during that conversation, and then that way we can like fairly reassess our tiers, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. So he's gonna be 8 there for me. Who's next? We got, let's see, Chris. Yeah,
Harrison?
Not Chris.
Ever?
Oh, this is okay. Good. This is good.
Hi, Bachelor Nation. I'm Chris Harrison. Oh, okay. He's half Thai, and then his other half is from Missouri. I actually really like Chris. I really like Chris. Chris is my type.
Very good looking. When I think of people being my type, it's kind of gross, I would say. But like, it's somebody that I can picture having good looking, like beautiful children. Beautiful children with anybody, whatever. But like, I can just see them making really good combination of a child with. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's just like normal. That's literally the definition of being a mammal.
Okay.
So, like, literally, like the whole purpose of a mammal is to procreate and bring new life into the world. So that is like the most basic human instinct you could ever bring up. But yes,
well, some people might say though that like
I know, but I'm just saying like it's literally like your most innate human instinct is to make good babies.
Right. And so I
kind
of gross topic, but when like a guy will come up to me like if I'm working, be like, so like, what's your background? Like, where are you really from? And I feel like it's kind of like some sort of weird kink. And so I didn't want it to come off as a kink, but I like your definition a lot better that, you know, looking for somebody that has good genes to me to
it literally that's go back to cavemen. Like that's all it is, you guys. We all have the same DNA. We all try to do the same thing in life. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I'm very Darwinistic. Like I like science.
I like math more than science, but I'm into science too. I think it's very cool. So
anyway, love Brandon. How old is he again? I want to say like early 30s.
I think he's like 28 or 29. Let's see.
Oh.
27.
Okay, I was right about Missouri. See, I have a very photographic memory apparently, like Ian. So, I mean, he'd be going far with me for sure. Like, not like that, but like in my bachelor journey.
Aesthetically, I think he's very good looking, but I'm wondering if he has.
For Claire, I don't know.
Like, if he's going to be exciting. Like, Claire likes, like.
He seemed excitable, though. I think I definitely saw him in that video you sent me of like the deal breakers. I think he was one of them. And he seemed excitable enough.
Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay says, total side note, but Jaleb is on the talk today.
Well, I guess we're going to have to do a whole 3-hour episode on Jaleb tomorrow.
So tomorrow, hold on. We can do it Thursday. We can talk about, tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah. We can do it Thursday. Tomorrow, we most likely, I'm going to obviously make this confirm, but we should be having the Sandman to talk about the first episode, or Sandhurst, I believe his full name is. So Liming with Sandman is a podcast that people have been talking about a lot, that we've been loving his interpretation of how reality TV works, and he's been doing analysis on Love Island, and we've been finding his perspectives really awesome. And so we've been chatting, thanks to some of you guys who have been urging him to connect with me. He did connect with me a couple days ago, and he said that he was available and willing to come and chat with us tomorrow, Wednesday, about the premiere of The Bachelorette. Being someone, he's never watched the show before, so it would be his honest initial reactions to the show. And yeah, so 2 p.m. Eastern time, we should be chatting with Sandhurst. So come and join us, and subscribe over there and ring that bell so you'll be notified when we go live if you can't remember. So just a little update there. So where do you place him?
I don't think he makes it to the conversation, the end convo. I guess we'll call it the end convo with Chris Harrison. I don't think he makes it there. I think maybe he gets cut at like a group date or like night 2 or like week 2 or 3, but definitely doesn't make it to the end convo.
Ooh, but okay, so I got the King of Wands. When I think of the King of Wands, that's like, we talk about him as like the Steve Jobs. He's like the innovator. He's, a man full of passions and creativity and ideas, and he sends it out to, the people that he's working with. And so this card itself would say to me that he does decently well. So
what's his profession? Do you have it written down?
Yeah. Chris he's a landscape design salesman, and he's also a chef.
Oh, so okay. So he's a hard worker.
Are you keeping track of your specific list?
What do you mean? I don't have it with me. What do you mean?
I was just saying if you could write down your list.
Oh, career-wise?
Pardon?
Career-wise?
No. I'm just saying, like, right now, making this list of your thoughts on the order.
Oh no, should I be?
Well, I'm just checking because I was actually going to put things in my order here, but I was wondering if you were making a note of.
Oh yeah, I can. It's easy to do right now. Hold on.
So I'm going to put him a little bit higher than yours. I don't know if I saw him in that little section, but with him being a chef, like, I feel like he'd be able to teach her something. I think that she would like, interacting with him in that way. He's exotic, so he has that ethnicity or ambiguous ethnicity that you like, I like, and I think that Claire also appreciates. He seems tall. He looks nice to me. I hope that, with him being a landscape design consultant or whatever, that like he's creative and good with his hands, which I think is very masculine. So hopefully, like, I don't see in this particular picture that he has that big of a personality, but maybe he has a little more flair than I'm giving him credit for, especially with the King of Wands. Like, this is a pretty good card to get when you're describing somebody. It's like,
I mean, like I said, for me, he'd be going pretty far. So
yeah. Oh, also, okay. So I found a few people's zodiac signs, and so Chris is one of the people's zodiac signs I found. I just noticing this now, so it wasn't a reason why I made this decision. But he's a Scorpio, and Scorpio and Pisces, which is what Claire is a very, very, very good match. And so I'm going to say that they connect quite well.
Claire's a Pisces?
Yes. She's on the cusp, but yes, she's Pisces.
For Aquarius?
No, I think she's on the cusp the other side.
Aries?
Yeah, I think she's March 20th, I think. Hold on. Claire Crawley.
Sorry, I'm asking some questions. So we've done Brandon, Bennett, and who was it? Chris, or what was the C name?
Chris. Yeah. She's
Chris?
March 20th.
So she's almost an Aries,
right? But she's still considered to be a Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I didn't write down the actual birthday of Chris here, but Scorpio and Pisces are a very, 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 very good match together, and so that also now is influencing me too. I'm going to put him probably.
I have a question. So then for our tiers, is tier 1 or the end talk then?
I'm still gonna just leave it as it is. So tier, you're kind of gonna be putting it in like still in groups of whatever. Like you don't, let's keep it in the groups of 5 or 3, like 3 groups of 5, and just kind of place them in those groups there. And if they are in the top 2 tiers and they get to that talk, then that's where they place. You know what I mean?
Okay. So Brandon, then I would put him in like tier 3.
I'm gonna put him higher than that personally. I'm gonna put him, I'm gonna put him in the top of tier 3. I'm gonna put him in the 7th position personally.
Bennett, I'm putting in 4. Chris, I'm putting in 2. Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page with like numbering.
I'm actually putting them in order, like 1 to 15, but like the tiers is the same thing. Like 1 to 3 would be the top tier, to like 4 to 6, 7 to, you get it. J-Dub says on the side note for the end of the show, speaking of Luke P, what? J-Dub says, hot off the presses, stop. Bachelorette villain Luke Parker ordered to pay producers $100,000 for breach of contracts, unauthorized appearances, etc. Production does not play. Luke P is the one that you like, right? Or is that the one we were talking about?
That's the one we were talking about, like the Hannah B.
Oh my gosh. Breach of contract. What? Okay. I need to find out more. J Jobs, give us more tea. Yes, it is here. I see it. Okay, so it says, Bachelorette villain Luke Parker ordered to pay producers $100,000. Luke Parker is going to be paying a hefty sum for breaching contract. The Bachelorette's suitor, who quickly became the so-called season 15 villain while vying for the heart of Hannah Brown, had a judgment against him upheld recently, and he's on the hook for $100,000. NZK Productions Incorporated, the company behind the ABC reality series, first filed a petition against Parker in May, and he violated his contract with the company. The judge awarded
production don't play.
The damages requested in June, and ZK Productions filed a motion to confirm the amount awarded. Wow. The company's bid to enforce a $100,000 judgment against Parker was approved on September 30th by Judge David something. And NZK Productions filed the, I'm not wearing any glasses, I can't read it, an opposed motion to confirm the arbitration award. Well, J Jobs with his hot off the presses, like, do you have alerts on your phone, like Google alerts for media stories that have to do with the Bachelorette?
No, should I though? I think I should.
No, I'm asking J Jobs if he does.
Oh.
Or she. But like, maybe I do. Like, I get it for Twitter, but like, maybe I need it for like Google alerts. Good tea, J Jobs. He's a problem. All right, so who's next? We got Damar. So we both know who Damar is. We definitely saw him in that top group. If it wasn't cut from different ceremonies, you know what I mean? Like maybe they cut a group shot of the guys, but that's not actually the same shot as when they get the news. Don't know. But he seems to be part of that top 15 guys.
I agree with you.
Let's find him. Oh, he's cute. What do we think about Demar? So handsome.
Hottie.
He's cute. He looks like sincere and nice. Chris Harrison was saying that he and Easy are kind of like.
Is he the one that's from Newport Beach? That's why I didn't draft him. But he's hot.
From San Diego.
So, but they've been saying different things. I'm pretty sure he put Newport initially because you and I had a long talk about this.
I didn't write down where he's from. Oh, Scottsdale.
Oh, so Easy's the one then from Newport. See, yeah, that's weird. Now he's saying San Diego. Well, Scottsdale still though, like Mackenzie, Scottsdale. That's how a lot of the girls in Scottsdale look like. Don't come for me, anyone from Scottsdale, but go, next time you're at a bar, take a picture and tell me I'm wrong. So, I don't know. I think that he'll go far with. Well, because all Chris Harrison said, everyone loved him. The producers loved him. He has that bromance with Easy, seemingly. I think that they'll both make it to the end talk. And like you said, given today's 2020, I think he'll make it to the end convo. So if that's tier 5, then tier 5 or tier 1, then.
You think he's going to tier 1? Okay. Yeah. Well, wherever you put him. I'm putting him personally. If I like, I'm still going to put it in numbers, but still, mine's going to be tier 2. Yeah, Damar. Well, that's what I'm putting down. Let me see what the cards say. What the cards say about Damar, and J. John says, "LOL, no, not that sophisticated." LOL. Well, how do you get your tea so fast?
I know. Give me 2 minutes.
So let's see what the cards have to say about Damar. So the Chariot, we got the Chariot yesterday for somebody, and it's kind of usually is like not able to make a decision, having to stop in their tracks and kind of weigh out options and go in one direction or another. And so this looks to me like, this is what I was saying yesterday about this. You know, they have the black and the white Sphinx that are sitting in front of the Chariot here. And I would place maybe Damar as to be the person that is, you know, commanding the Chariot. And so I'm wondering if he is going to have the option of, you know, going with either Claire or with Tayshia. And so I'm feeling that he's going to do pretty well. This is from the Major Arcana. So that's from life's major events, major changes. And so I feel as though that would lead me to believe that he's going to, as we see, most likely get to the, you know, switching Bachelorette moment. And I think that he's going to stay past that. So I put him in the 6th position, but I think I'm going to put him in the 5th position in case there's a little bit more, if we find out more about how likable he is for Claire or whatnot. But he does pretty well, I think. Next up is Garen. Show you Garen. Garen. So Garen here, he is one of the older guys, which is I like, obviously. Garen he's a teacher, or the professor, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's 34. He's a professor of journalism at USC. It says that he's from North Hollywood, but then on this, it says he's from Florida. So maybe Us Weekly doesn't have the real T and ABC does. I don't know, because all of their locations are completely different. They got their age right, and they got the right person to the name. So at least that's a thing. With him, I think that, you know, we talk a little bit about the climate of 2020. So I think that diversity is going to move further than it used to in the past. So I think that he's definitely going to get past the first week or two. He's a professional of journalism. So I would say that he is probably, you know, good with his words and good with like being likable and being, you know, with Claire. So I think that he'll make her be quite like easy, like, and feel good hanging out with them. I don't remember seeing him in that group thing. So I'm thinking that he's going to be intuitively maybe out second week kind of thing. But I think that he's going to make it, he'll make it past the first week for sure. What do you think about him? He's 34, journalism professor.
On paper, he should go very far. And by paper, I mean also headshots. I think he might be a little bit too nice for Claire.
Maybe.
So I think maybe tier I think maybe he'll get lost in the background in a group date for sure. I don't really think he's much of an alpha. I think like if the date was to obviously write someone like a funny poem or a story or a song, I think he would have it in the bag, but I don't think she's gonna like have that much time to really get to know him on that level. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately put him in like Gone the second or third week.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that for him for sure. I was saying,
What's his name again? Sorry,
pardon?
his name?
Garen.
Darren.
Garen with a G.
I was like Darren with a G. Garen, sorry.
So I got the Fool. So the Fool is the on the beginning of his journey. So the Major Arcana talks about the journey of sometimes the ego or the journey of the hero. And this is like naivety taking his first steps into this, embarking on this new journey. So this tells me that he's going to be gone quickly. You know, he's going to take a leap of faith to be going down this path with Claire, but it doesn't talk about completion. It's the beginning of the journey, and if we're asking about how well he's going to do on his journey with Claire, this says to me that he's only going to get to the beginning of it.
I have a Grocer Joe type of vibe for him.
That's like, this card would be what I would expect Grocer Joe to get. And so even though I thought that because of this climate that maybe he would make it a little bit further, I'm thinking now first week. And
I thought that too when you first drafted him. But looking at this different picture of him, I just get a different kind of feel. I don't know. I think I get a Grocer Joe vibe. But I think that he'll be invited back to do like Bachelor in Paradise if they're able to do it. Or like, I think he'll be beloved by America for sure. He just I mean, I'd go on a date with him. He looks so nice and fun, and I'm sure he's intelligent.
You know what, though? I actually don't think that she's going to get rid of anybody of color the first week. So I'm going to put him in the same tier I think that you're doing it. So tier 4.
Yeah, I put tier 4.
I'm not sure if she will. I don't know if I think she's socially aware enough to know that maybe it wouldn't be the best for her to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's other people that she's not vibing with that weren't of color, I think that she will go that route. I hope so anyways. Ooh. Okay, next up we have J. J. Okay, what did I put him? Oh, gosh. You liked him? No, I can't. Is he the
I didn't.
guy?
I didn't like him.
Is he the music guy?
Nope, that's Kenny, and that's boy band manager, and he was on the little reveal that we had, and I said, "That's your boy." This is not Kenny. Kenny's your boy. I didn't pick him because, no offense, I think he's a bit short. Yeah, I didn't have him circled at all. I was never going to pick him. He's 29 from Pennsylvania, so unless he does something like wow factor, I don't really think of him having anything to set him apart from the other guys that have played football, baseball, professional sports. I don't remember his career.
I don't know why I wrote this down, but I said bachelor first. What do you think that means? Does that jog your memory for anything?
Bachelor first?
Yeah. I don't know if he says something that's bachelor first or like he does something that's a bachelor first.
Interesting. I'm trying to think. Nothing.
I don't know either. Okay, well, let's see what the cards say about J. This card again, it's so weird when cards just like come out again.
That one's been repeating a lot lately, I think.
No, this is the second time. But
no, I mean like yesterday too.
I didn't pull this one yesterday. No, I don't think.
Oh.
Other sorts, but not this one. I don't think. So Four Swords in Verses, I was saying before, is maybe, you know, past baggage hasn't been, you know, emotionally experienced enough. So I would say that this doesn't lend to him moving that far forward. So for him, I'm thinking that he'll still be second or like fourth tier, but I don't think he's going to do that. Do you think he's going to be out first?
Possibly. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in my lowest tier because I don't have anyone there yet, and I don't have anything to go off this guy. So
he's a business director, so like he could be able to like rally a crowd, but he doesn't to me look like he's going to be.
He's J, right? Jay.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm putting him fifth. He's the first nighter.
I'm gonna put him in there as well. This card just doesn't say to me going to move far in a love relationship in any capacity with Claire. It doesn't really say that. Doesn't really say that at all. Okay, next name I've got will be Jeremy.
Jeremy,
okay.
He's the lawyer then, if I'm not mistaken.
So I have Jeremy's sign, and he is a Pisces. So
oh Lord,
would be good for Claire.
Okay, then I mean I think he has
he's a banker and he's a father.
Oh, okay.
He's not a father. He has a dad bod, sorry. Apparently from Chris, but he's probably ripped. Apparently Chris said he has great perspectives. So I think that he's going to do decently well. He'll make it to that talk. I think. I'm going to put him in. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm putting him top.
Top?
Well, like, end convo top.
Okay.
So I guess that's like, sorry, what's his name again?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, I knew it was a J. I was going to say James. Yeah, I'm going to say 2/1. Hi, Rachel. I'm on Reality Realnesss. You should come on and comment.
I am work, but hey, what's up, Reality Realnesss with 3 S's?
She's like, hey, what's up, Reality Realnesss? Okay, let me text you. I love you.
Okay,
I'm dead.
Oh. Okay, so this is the Ten of Swords. Tens mean new beginnings with lessons learned. But you can see just like even visually this card is kind of like he has a lot of things that he's overcoming, but he's looking forward to a new future. So, I mean, this card doesn't say to me that he's moved that far forward, but maybe with it being a new beginning with lessons learned, that he will make it to the Tasha round. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to put that he's going to make it to the Tasha round. It's not the best card in general, but if we're looking at like how he finds love with Claire, he's going to have a new beginning of some sort, which is going to be different than maybe where he started. So that is going to allow me to agree with you that he will get to that talk. I don't think he's going to be as high as some of the other guys, but the only spot I really have open is like the 6th spot, which is in the bottom of the 3rd or the top of the 3rd tier. So I'm going to put him there.
I agree with you.
So what's his name? Jeremy. Ten of Swords, reverse. Next step. Oh, and he's a Pisces, so that he's probably going to connect with her, actually. Oh my God, you're so popular.
Well, you know, I just got a head of household competition, but.
You do?
I already played it.
Oh, did you win? Or do you know, or you don't know?
I don't know yet, but sorry. I don't know how to turn it down. Oh, let me just exit out of Facebook on here. There we go.
You can just mute it. I usually just mute all everybody's conversation.
It's okay. It's done.
Paige is also next, sorry. And somebody messaged me about Paige. So let me show you who he is again. because we weren't really vibing with him. 37.
He's a chef.
I think he's a chef, yes. It says he's from Austin, Texas, even though here it says New Mexico. He's a father of
Which
a
one's true?
Pardon?
Which one's true?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say that Us Weekly is just wrong. So I feel like they would be wrong on ABC.
They probably were trying to do their own like
Sleuthing.
reveal, and their sleuths aren't on point.
Right?
Higher up.
Yeah. So somebody messaged me about Paige. Let me see if I can find that while you discuss what you think of him.
So Paige, I was going to pick him like at the round that Chantele did. He was kind of like, I don't believe I circled him, but I didn't cross him off as someone I definitely didn't want on my team. I like the fact that he's a chef. I rarely find people that can cook better than myself. So I'm down to have someone else teach me some, chef techniques. Age-wise, I mean, I think he kind of has looks a little bad boy because of his tattoos. So I think Claire might be into that. I'm going to put him in tier 3.
All right, I see that. So Shanice, who chats with us sometimes, says Paige is actually very cute. The pick that they picked for him just didn't do him any justice. So I'm assuming that means that she has met him before or knows somebody who knows him or has seen other pictures of him that makes him cuter. I mean, I don't think of him as being unattractive. I just think that, it's not really my style.
No, but he gives me, he has he looks like someone, like his mouth maybe looks like Christian a bit. Like he looks like he doesn't speak, like he speaks like a different language to me. So is that weird?
No, I don't think that's weird. I mean,
he looks French. I don't know why. Like I just get European vibes off his face.
I feel like that it's going to be so misleading because he's just going to have such an American accent.
I know.
And so he looks a little more exotic, as we would say, than I think he actually is. But
exotic. I don't think European are exotic.
I think that you find anybody with an accent to be exotic. So
foreign. But I love foreign.
I'm into foreign as well. But I like exotic better. We have Erica Taylor. Hi, Erica. Nice to meet you. We're getting to the end of our tarot predictions for my team. So Team Chantele for the Bachelorette. We've been sharing some tea that we've been finding about this season. So if you have anything to share, please let us know. We are so excited to watch tonight's premiere episode of Claire's season of The Bachelorette. And so we'll be coming live tomorrow with Sandman or Sandhurst to discuss the first episode. So share with us whatever you know. And Jaquan is here. Jaquan is in the house. Hey, Jaquan.
Jaquan.
Okay. My card for Paige is, how is this happening? You see me shuffling.
I know. And again, there's so many swords. Well, it's Game of Thrones up in here.
Right? Slitting throats. Okay. So who did I put with the Ten of Swords before? I put him kind of high, but I think that he's going to do better. So I'm going to put him in the 9th spot, which is 3rd tier. Is this?
Yeah, that's exactly where I put him.
Page. I think that he's attractive enough that he will move forward. I was apprehensive before about him having the child. I wasn't sure if she was going to have some PTSD from, being with Juan Pablo or whatnot. But I think that she might be endeared to him. And so if they have that kind of talk, it's a little bit of a deeper conversation early on, then I think that she might keep him around a little bit anyways. Claire.
Yeah. I think maybe like I don't know.
Oh,
hi.
says I came here from your Love Island videos. LOL. Yes, we love Love Island. We're also big fans of The Bachelorette. It's not going to be the same, but we're hoping it's going to be equally as fun because hanging out and talking with the chat is what has made Love Island for us. And so if we can build that same kind of community for The Bachelorette, it's going to make this season really awesome. And the rest of 2020, I think at least enjoyable to a certain extent. So thank you for joining us. And we love people that are fans of Love Island. We're probably going to do an update video on Love Island on Thursday at around 2 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to see if there's any more tea that comes out. Jaquan says Niners does better each week. That's probably to you because I don't know anything about sports.
Yeah, even though we pulled Jimmy G the first half, but it's fine. He's still the hottest player in all of football.
Don't know who that
is. Have you seen Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Google him.
Show me him.
Pull him up on the screen. We all need to see.
You find him and then I'll pull
All right, let me. He's Italian. He's my people.
He's your peeps. Next up though, for our little giraffe-aroo, we have Robby. So let's see what I've won.
Oh, if you think Chris is hot, you're gonna swoon over Jimmy G.
This is Robby though. So what do you think about Robby?
Oh, sorry, hold on. You have me looking up. Coming back. Oh, Robby. No. I think maybe I'm gonna put him in tier 4. Yeah. Maybe a first nighter, but definitely a second weeker.
First nighter, he's so cute though.
For you.
He's not my style. I like a little more swag. He seems very nice though. He's an insurance broker. Oh, this is one that was referred to by Nick Vial. That's why you.
Oh yeah.
I also got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Upright, usually this card is like one of the best cards in the deck. It talks about it's like their wish is like a man, like good luck, like good fortune. And so this is in reverse. It's like he's blocking good luck, blocking good fortune. So maybe he's just not even going to get a chance to go that far. I think that he'll make it. I haven't put anybody in like my first. Oh no, Jay's in my first night boot. But I think that he's going to be in his second night boot. So I'm going to put him in my 10th position, which is tier 4.
Yeah. Putting him there also. I'm putting 4, borderline 5. Okay, wait, I have Jimmy Garoppolo. Are you ready? For me to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. I think we can both do it at the same time.
Oh, well, let me. Damn it.
Here. Try now. What does it say?
That you won't let me. It's not that serious.
Well, I mean, you're going through all this. You might as well get to it. I don't know. I don't know why it won't let you.
That's okay. He's just here. I wish it was Zoom. I could make him my whole background.
Send me a link of the video. Text it to me, and then I can pull it up, or whatever. Like the image. Text it to me.
I'll show it to you right now. He looks actually pretty identical to Chris.
Not my vibe, but
what are you talking about? He is so. He is hot, Chantele, you have to trust me on this. He is a good-looking dude. He looks just like Chris.
He's a good-looking dude, but he's not. I think Chris is better looking, personally.
Oh, no. Because Chris is not a professional football player. Nope.
Are you a clout chaser? Oh. So Erica says, do I read reality Steve? In the past I have. I'm going to try to see if I can be as unspoiled as possible for this particular season. But as soon as you start...
Well, I don't think you have any plausible leads really this season. Like not as much as he is normally able to, because it's not a cookie cutter season. It's very different.
Yeah, and he's been kind of wrong a little bit lately when he's not had his, like when it's been out of the ordinary. So I do a little bit, but, so I know obviously, and most of the people watching this know that even says in the trailer now that something happens within Clare's season, and it's assumed that Dale is the person that is being chosen by Clare early in the season, and that was originally spoiled, I believe, by Reality Steve. I haven't read anything new of Reality Steve since probably March, though, so I don't know anything recent. If you have any tea, hopefully it's just tea that doesn't tell us exactly who the final 3 people, like guys are, or what happens. Like I wanted to be surprised by how it all the transition between Clare to Tasha. I want that to be a surprise, and Tasha's final guys, I want that to be a surprise. But if you have any other less important tea, I'm into it. So who did we just do? We did Robby. Robby had the 9 of Cups reversed. Yeah, it doesn't look good for him. So who else is? Oh, and just so you know, the signs that I did receive, AJ, he's a Sagittarius. Blake Moynes is a Leo. These are all not good for Clare, really. Chris is a Scorpio, good for Clare. Dale is a Libra, not the greatest for Clare. Easy Sagittarius. Jason Foster. Have we done Jason yet? Is that you?
I think it's me.
He's the end of Libra. So almost like he's on the cusp of Scorpio, so he could be okay. Jeremy, who we just talked about, is a Pisces. Robby. Is that the Robby that we just did? Why did I spell his name like that? He's a Virgo. So that's actually pretty good, though. And Tyler is also a Virgo, which is a decent.
Tyler S or Tyler C?
C.
That's yours, I think.
Yes, it probably is. So we got next is Tyler C. Okay, well, knowing that he's a Virgo is a good sign. Virgo and
so we're doing Tyler C next?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use the restroom after this one.
Sure. So this is Tyler C. He is 27.
You wanted this. I had the choice between the 2 Tylers, and you were relieved that I chose Tyler S. So I am curious to hear more about.
I can't remember why, though, at this point. There was probably a reason.
Oh, because he's a lawyer, I think. There's one that's a lawyer. And you said that's why.
Oh, maybe Tyler S. the country boy from Texas.
Oh, he's the boy band, not boy band manager, but he was the music manager for his brother.
Yeah, that's Tyler S. And Tyler C. He's the lawyer.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh, I did it from points because he has dirt on the guys apparently. So I wonder if he has dirt on Chris, and Brendan, and that is why that whole something blows up because he apparently.
Well, I think he has dirt on Dale.
Maybe.
Because remember when in like the little preview it said like we don't know if she knows the real Dale, or like it was a guy like saying something about Dale. So I think that might be him.
Maybe it's him, but it could be, when.
Yeah, it could be Chris too.
Like he says dirt on the guys. So I'm just trying to figure out reasons why that guy would blow up like that. It just seems kind of silly. So I'm wondering if she talked to him about something that this little troublemaker Tyler says. So
given that, I think he goes far because I think he's like a Luke P. Like they're gonna keep him around.
Yep. I agree here. So I don't really have I only have like good spots left. So
I'm putting him in 4 or 2 or 1.
This is like the most difficult card in the deck, but it's the Tower. This is the Tower. It's from the Major Arcana, but it's like everything goes from top to bottom, like stirring things up. So maybe he's a bit of a Tasmanian devil with his tea, and maybe he stirs up a lot of drama. I don't think that he is, with this card, is going to do well with Claire or even with Tasha, but I think that he causes some trouble. I think he stirs up some shit.
Hot stir.
I mean, I'm still...
Maybe Jill Kwan's favorite Bachelorette contestant.
I'm going to put Demar higher, and I'm going to put him... What's his name? Oh, Tyler C. Yeah, I put him in the second tier. I don't really like him, but I think he's going to get decently far.
Yeah, the three people I have in your... I put 2/1 tier is Damon, Jeremy, and Tyler C.
Demar. Demon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next up we have Zack C. I think I have both Zacks. Zack C is this guy. Oh, he's the other chef. Or no, he's probably the addiction specialist. Thoughts?
I think that he... I think that America's going to fall in love with him. I think that America's going to fall in love with this story. So I think they'll keep him around. I'm going to say 3, borderline 2.
So I pulled the 2 of Cups in reverse. Remember, we always talk about reverse cards and talk about blocked energy, or it also could mean that the card before it hasn't been fully expressed. The card before it would be the Ace of Cups, which is like a new love relationship. And so this is actually telling me that he might go far, but he might not win. Yeah, because this is the first card that we had even that is like has a cup in it, other than the 9 of Cups in reverse. But like this one is actually a cup about new love coming together, has been blocked. But I think that maybe there's an interest there, being the Ace of Cups hasn't been fully expressed yet. So I think he's going to go actually pretty far.
Okay. I hope he does. I mean, I don't
he's going
see anything wrong with him.
Top tier. So Zack, which Zack is he?
C.
2 Cups reversed. We only have a couple left. Can you hold it or no?
How many more do we have?
3.
Okay, hurry.
Just go then now.
I should go right now?
Yeah. So the next up is Zack J. So Zack J, I don't know how I ended up drafting him. He's not my typical type, in the sense that he's super muscly. Obviously, I like people that are in shape and take good care of their bodies, but he seems a little bit too jacked for my particular preferences here. Like, his guns are just busting out of that t-shirt, and why couldn't he find a t-shirt that actually fit him? Just looks so tight over here. He's not personally my type, really. I don't know really why. Maybe he was like last in my draft, but he owns a cleaning service company. It says on the website that he's from Utah. I don't know much about Utah. But it says here that he's from Washington. So I don't know who's wrong, but I think Us Weekly is going to be wrong here. Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't feel like he's going to do that well, but he might be strapping enough for Claire to be interested in. Okay, let's see.
Thank you. Sorry.
No problem.
Who's this guy?
So this guy is Zack P. I was just saying that he's too jacked for me. Like, look at this.
Where's he from? He looks like a mounted man. Is he a lumberjack?
He says Utah on ABC, but here he says Washington.
Wow, so he's Carrington's brother.
He looks like a nice guy, though.
Does he? I'm giving him 3/4.
Like right now, the positions that I really have are like either top or bottom.
I have 1, 2, 3 in your top. Mine are actually pretty evenly spread out. I have like two or three in each, I think. Jay, I have 5th. Robby 4, 5. Bennett 4. Garen 4.
Well, I also pulled like the death card for him. So that talks about it's like life's transformations, major transformations.
Say death, like death card?
Death, correct.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's usually like transformation, like big change, kind of like the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis, like to its new body, new form. So I wonder if that means it's good for him or is it bad for him? Like he needs to transform? Like, I don't know.
Or maybe he like shares his experience. Like, you know how some people share it.
Maybe he needs to be overweight, and that's why he got so into fitness.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like he shares some sort of experience, and then it's either too soon, so people think he's like doing it for not the right reasons, or like one of those. Like, who was that guy last season that was like, yeah. And my dog died on this day, and then my girlfriend broke up with me on the same day, and then like he like went into like it was a pool party, and everyone was like, "Bro, slow down."
And he was on Paradise.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name, but he was
he was too much, right? Like he had the experience that like like people might gravitate towards and like want to love, but if you're just throwing it all out there, seemingly just to get a rose that day, it's gonna look fake. So maybe there's something that happens with him like that.
So yeah, with that logic and with this card, I'm going to put him in the bottom. I think he might be a first night boot.
Oh, you put him bottom. Okay. I put 3, 4, but
I don't really have a spot for him. I think I like people better than I like him, seemingly. Yeah. This card, I mean, it's from the Major Arcana, so that's usually a better card than just like regular day-to-day cards. But I feel as though, I don't know, I think that he might not be able to connect with her. I think that I kind of agree with you with saying that maybe he'll try to have an emotional connection with her and talk about like what he's gone through in transformation, and she just might not be vibing with it.
Yeah, just based off that card, that's kind of the vibe I get.
No.
There's always that one guy or girl that does that, I feel like, per each season. It's like if you got that timing down of like being able to open up emotionally and then reach there physically, if you have that recipe, like you'll go far in the Bachelor, Bachelorette.
But you have to, but it also has to be something that resonates with the Bachelorette. Like, I don't know if what he says will be endearing to her,
Yeah, true.
So Erica says, I haven't looked yet. I just usually look for spoilers for everything I watch. I'm a hopeless romantic. If it doesn't have a happy ending, I won't watch it. Yes, I love Scorpios. What are you? You're a Cancer? Most people that love
Erica, are you a Pisces? I hope you're a Pisces like me.
Pisces like Scorpio, Cancer like Scorpio, Scorpio like Scorpio. Yeah, you're probably a Scorpio for loving Scorpios.
I've never dated a water sign though. Isn't that funny?
Well, maybe you should.
Why? Why would you say that to me?
Well, no, because then you'd get to like connect with like the emotional energy,
But I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm saying maybe you should.
I'm good.
You want to be able to fully express your Pisceanness because, like, if you block the emotions that might want to come out, you sometimes it comes out when you don't want to. You know what I mean? So it might be good. Jaquan says, LOL, I don't like every villain from the show I watch. Dead. Personalities matter a little. Okay, so you love Luke P. Or the other Luke. Jaquan also says, what do y'all have that might come out with the best entrance or worst entrance?
Well, we already have a bit of insight from Chris Harrison.
Says says, I'm a Scorpio. We love you, Deja.
I love you, Deja.
You're saying?
I forget the names, but I feel like there is no really like best or worst when it comes to the Bachelor, Bachelorette, because it's who can make the biggest impression or who can make it memorable, because the names are just all gonna go to, and that's the only time I've ever been thankful for my name was when I was doing college admissions or applying for a job, because I knew that set me apart from other people. So without a name like mine, you got to do something very outlandish or something that's gonna,
You stand out.
stick in your head. So I don't think there's like really a worst or a best, unless they showed that guy going down on one knee. That's always the worst for me. So we'll put whoever that was worst, and everyone else best.
Yeah, like I don't know about that guy coming in that like clear bubble. I don't know who it is, but
I want to do that so bad. Like I
I
want
real life, but I don't know if that's how I would be so embarrassed.
it just shows you're fun. It shows like you're fun. You're willing to like do that. I don't know. I'd like that. That's like adventurous, spontaneous.
Like maybe do like a bumper car type situation, or like
How are you gonna get a bumper car?
you know, like how sometimes they bring like little toy.
Oh, they're not the Bachelor Mansion either, are they?
No.
Okay, so possibly then.
Like just like little toy cars, like kids would drive around. I think that's kind of cute. I don't know if I'd do that clear thing, but I would do something fun. But yeah, what would you do, Jaquan? I do judge people heavily on these things. I liked what Caitlin did to Chris Soules, which is like sees a sparkle on his cheek. He's like, "Who is she?" I thought it was funny. Like she made me laugh at that moment. I was like, she has a good personality.
She's hilarious. I love her.
Hi, Blaine. How are you? Hey, y'all. Listening to y'all while I do my homework. Good. You finishing your homework. That is good to do, Blaine. Trust says, shout out to yes, Aquarius game. What was Sherrod's birthday? Is he the day after mine? Or we don't know yet?
I'm not sure.
Sherrod,
Yay for these.
What was your birthday? When was your birthday? January 25th, like Alicia Keys, just saying. Chantele, give me some Aquarius traits. We have one day. LOL. Okay. Aquarius tend to be for the people. So if you look at like Leo is all about me. They are ruled by the sun. The sun always, the people that are born into Leos usually want to have the intention on them. So right opposite that is going to be Aquarius. And so to balance each other out, Aquarius is going to basically be the opposite of what a Leo is, generally speaking, in its extreme. So that means we're usually for everyone else. We usually will have a lot of acquaintances and less like one-on-one friends. We sometimes come across as like aloof because, understanding how we enjoy love and like relationships is a little bit different. We are a little more heady. We're ruled, some say Saturn, but I think we're ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the most unpredictable sign. And so you can never really guess its orbit or figure out how, Uranus is going to move. And that's kind of also how Aquarius can be. So they tend to be kind of trailblazers in the sense that they like doing things differently, doing things new, doing things out of the box. They like things to be resolved mentally. So they're an air sign. So mental stimulation, communication with thoughts, as opposed to communication with the heart. They get along for the most part with all the signs the best because they are general. Like they generally like everybody. They generally get along with everybody. They generally want the best of everybody. So that's, in a nutshell, Aquarius. J-Dob says Becca Cuffrin fell for Garrett's entrance from the minivan. Remember that? That was a cute.
Remember that.
That was
because he had car seats in there. He had soccer balls. He was like, "Look, this is our future," except it's not.
Lane, you're Aquarius too? When's your birthday? Yeah. I'm gonna make this podcast is gonna end up being just like Aquarius and Pisces people. Shirad's the 21st, so you're kind of on the cusp, but you're a January Aquarius like me. Boom. February 8th. Yay! I love Aquarius. we're just bomb.
No, you do?
We're just so great.
Oh my god.
Unless you're Colton.
Oh my god.
Jiquan says, I think that whatever you are most talented in, you should have something like that. So if you're a painter, you can give him a portrait, or if you sing, and then sing a song to her. Yeah, I mean, obviously do something where you're going to be comfortable and that you can shine. And I don't think you want to look like you're trying too hard. Like, I think that you want to look easygoing and fun without looking desperate. I think the desperate energy is what you need to avoid, like the plague or like COVID. Shiraz says, so we are most compatible with Leos. Well, we will have a good compatibility with Leo. So all air signs, so the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. They're going to all get along quite well just because the way that we communicate are all going to be with mental stuff or thoughts or ideas. And so we will get along and understand other air signs the best. Then next up would be fire signs. So Leo is our opposite. So we will definitely get along with Leo because we will find a lot of Leo characteristics that resides within ourselves that are not maybe fully expressed because we're on the opposite side of that coin. So it's kind of like with Leo being on this side of the coin, Leo is me, and Aquarius is on this side. It's like everybody. And so people might fall somewhere in the middle between these two sides of the coin, but they might most likely will be more focused on their sun sign. But Leo is fire, and so with fire signs, they do go well with air signs. The analogy that I like to use is just looking at how these elements work together in the real world. So when you have air and you mix that with fire, that hot air rises, and you can, like a hot air balloon will rise. And so that means that they're compatible signs. I believe they're both masculine compatible signs that will work well together. So yes, all fire signs and air signs, I would say generally speaking, work quite well together. And Sherrod says, and you should do a Love Island thing today or tomorrow. I got some more tea I can spill and stuff happened today. So I guess we're talking about them being on the talk. What else happened? Caleb being dragged. I don't know if there's more about that.
Murad loves dragging people for very small reasons.
I know, right?
Dragged, canceled.
I think
ungenuine.
He just tries to make them catchy. I'll have to talk about Brazil because we're going to do the Bachelorette tomorrow at 2. So unless we did it after the Bachelorette, that might be kind of long. Or Thursday.
I don't have any appointments tomorrow. Potentially I could do like an hour one after, depending on how long Liming with Sandman goes. I mean, why not?
So, well, maybe we'll go live tomorrow.
It depends on my roommate too, because I only have like decent lighting in my living room until 5 p.m. Then my bedroom is like prime time lighting, so it's really hard for me to do it in my bedroom. I have a whole tree that blocks my window, so it depends on that too. So we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe unless things change, though, maybe we'll do something on Thursday at 2.
Yeah, I mean, because I hope that we will have enough content to spread out Bachelorette over like 1 or 2 days, but if not, I'm totally down to do.
I don't think
any Love Island gossip.
Bachelorette. I don't think. I mean, we'll see. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Especially if we're not gonna go into spoilers, which I don't think will be very credible from Reality Steve at that point. So
I don't know. So Sherrod, let's just say we'll just do Thursday at 2 p.m. We're gonna go live with some updates on Love Island, just to give maybe a little bit more chance for some things to percolate. I know you're sitting on some gossip, but no, save it till Thursday. Jaquan says, have you ever met someone that was completely different from their sign? Yes, of course. Everybody has their entire astrological chart. So you have your sun sign, which is what people, it kind of represents your ego and how you show up in the world. But then you have your moon sign, and your moon sign can be completely different from your sun sign. And that's how you express your emotions within the world. And then you have your rising sign. It's kind of like what you're learning to become and understand about yourself within this world. And so some people, they have stronger influences with those signs, depending on where they sit on your houses. That's a whole other discussion. But, if you have, say, your sun sign in the first house and it's Aries, you're going to be really Aries, because like the first house is ruled by Mars, ruled by Aries. And if you have your sun sign sitting there, you are going to be Aries through and through. So it definitely depends on where your other planetary alignments are and arrangements. And that can also be more determined as to how people see you or you see them. A lot of times people will suggest to look at people's moon signs when you first meet them, because people usually aren't... it's kind of like something that comes out that you're not trying to protect or trying to like hide. And so moon signs sometimes could be a way of indicating that it might be a little bit more accurate. So I can probably like guess your moon sign more easily than I can guess your sun sign, because your sun sign is kind of like, the character who you are, your ego, how you go out and express yourself, but you might not always be truthful. You know what I mean? Like you might be like, okay, well, like I don't want to necessarily act like that because like I feel shy or I feel like this. And so your moon sign might come out instead. Anyways, that's usually why people don't act like you think they are. Brazil says you should get one of those ring lights. That's true. I have a ring light usually. Right today I'm using daylight. I know. Less than $100.
This is just a new thing for me, so
fair. Okay, so let's just like almost finish this up because we're kind of going long.
Are we done with your men?
So we still have Yosef.
2 more, I think.
Correct. Yosef. I mean, he looks handsome. That says he's...
Yeah, I only didn't pick him because of his height. He does look handsome.
Where's his name? So
he has a child. I remember that.
Oh, I didn't write that down. No.
I think he will be... I think he's going to scare Claire a bit without trying to. So I'm going to put him first night, possibly.
Well, he says that... Like, I wrote down the word trouble beside him. I don't know what that means. He's a medical device salesman. Oh, yeah, that's why he's trouble. Like, yeah, I think he's a first night booter.
I think he's a first nighter. I think he means well, but I think with the RBF and the having a child, I think he might come off as like a too strong, which I don't think Claire would be against anyone having a child, but I do think if you're able to scare Claire, then...
I didn't write down that he has a child, though.
I'm pretty sure he does. Because I almost picked him before that. I think Chris Harrison mentioned it.
Well, I probably like initially up in the bottom tier, but let's see if the cards have any other insights about Yosef.
Yeah, I put him on tier 5.
So this is the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant, generally speaking, is about dogma and like, maybe religious beliefs or things that are like important to your belief system that is more so about like an institution. And this is blocked. So maybe they don't have the same values or the same morals or the way that they want to have a family or raise a child or whatnot that are in alignment with it being blocked here. So I definitely would say that this is not a good chart for marriage, because if it was upright, it could be considered a marriage card that you're in alignment with your beliefs in that regard. And this is blocked. So I would say that their values don't line up.
I think that's pretty spot on with what I guessed, maybe? I don't know.
Well, and if it says that if I wrote down that he's trouble, I'm like, that doesn't sound good. The Hierophant, he's in first night booter. So that means then like just by process of elimination, the last guy who is Kenny. What is Kenny
Let's
stuck?
get to it. Let's get to the boy band manager.
I haven't. Well, just by process of elimination, he's in like the top tier. Oh, how old was he? 39.
He's the one that when it panned to him, I was like, why is his head so small? Okay, so Beetlejuice, let's go. He makes it to the end combo. I already know where to put him.
Yeah.
He's the 1/2, and I don't.
Okay, let's just see what. Like maybe she's intrigued by him.
This is Beetlejuice though. His head is way too small for his body. That's why he's like downplaying his arms like that. When it showed him on the couch, I was like, whoa, the guy's head is so small. Who is that? I'll remember the tattoos. Go watch the video back and you'll know.
In reverse. So aces are usually about new beginnings. Swords are about thoughts and ideas. And it's reversed. So I don't think he's going to win it, but you said that he saw him in that conversation, so he's going to make it at least halfway through. So I'm just going to put him smack dab in the middle and then bump everybody else up.
Okay.
I don't think that he's going to do that great, but I don't think that he's going to be like top. I'm going to put him in the bottom of the third tier.
So third, borderline fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Crazy. We get to watch tonight.
I'm excited to watch tonight. Pumped. Are you guys pumped to watch it tonight?
And come back and watch us with Liming with Sandman tomorrow.
Yeah, so come with us tomorrow. Obviously he confirmed a couple days ago, and so I'm going to reconfirm with him now, just because obviously we're talking about it. So hopefully that is still a go. But yeah, so Sandhurst hopefully is going to give us some good insight. I'm maybe think of some questions that I want to ask him, just to see, like, you know, especially him not seeing the show before. I'm so excited to hear about his first perspective.
I know, we should remind him when and how to watch.
Oh yeah, I'll give him the link because he's in California, I believe. So
he's in California? No way.
So, yeah. So
in LA. Oh my god, what if we could actually collab with masks on?
It's a thing. It could be a thing.
Maybe he has a ring light.
You might have a ring lights. J Jobs, you're welcome. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Hopefully people will start enjoying watching The Bachelorette as much as they started watching Love Island, and then we can get really active in the chats just about what's going on this season. I think that we are going to have fun.
I think so too. I'm really excited.
The point system in the description box below, so you can see kind of what we're going to be judging people on. If you have any other criteria that you want us to maybe include, let us know, of course. Brazil,
and we didn't include the fans pick, which was
yeah. See the fans.
Riley.
You're right. Let's see where Riley might place.
I would hate to forget him.
I did,
because he popped up a decent amount in the preview, which I'm going to rewatch the second.
Are you sure that wasn't easy?
Huh?
Are you sure that wasn't easy?
Yeah, no, it was Riley. Easy has like tray hair. Riley has like a shaved head.
Easy personally. I don't remember.
Yeah, Easy has like tray hair. That's like the best I can describe it. So, and then Riley, I believe, has a shaved head.
How's Riley going to do in this whole shebang since we didn't choose him? Oops.
I think Riley will be 3-4.
Let's see what he looks like.
I think a second or third weeker.
Wait, is he not even on this list?
I think you passed him.
Okay, I did. Oh, I mean, he looks nicer than that. Oh, I remember him now. Yeah, he looks nicer. in this photo, but like I don't like the fact that he's argumentative and likes to it will take Chris Harrison said it will take a lot to crack his exterior, and I'm like, I don't like that. When someone closed off like that, I don't think it's going to bode well for Claire. She's just going to be like, oh, I don't need to waste my time trying to crack through you and make.
That's why I think 3-4. She might like initially think mystery and then realize like hard work. So I think 3-4.
Got the sun in reverse. This is kind of like Leo in reverse. Maybe he's kind of Aquarius. I'm just kidding. But I think it shows that he's going to be kind of removed. The sun allows things to grow, and I think he's blocking things to grow. So I think that he's not going to do that well. I can see first or second tier, or fifth or fourth tier. Yeah, I don't think that Rala is going to do that well. I don't think that he's going to be engaging enough for her want to pursue anything with him moving forward than maybe the first night. So I think that I'm going to put him like loosely in around the bottom or second to bottom tier. Yeah?
I agree with that assessment.
Cool. So Riley's somewhere in here. Okay, so that's all we got for you guys today. Thanks for chilling with us. Brazil, do you want people to follow you or join you in watching anything, or what you up to?
Nothing really. I'm pretty boring right now, but at Baby Zill on Instagram or at Zil Del Brocco on Twitter. I guess I'm playing in a 2.5-hour live Big Brother game on October 18th, 17th, 18th. I don't know. It's Saturday. So if you want to watch that, it's on Zoom.
We'll see. I'll find out more information about how to watch you play that for sure. And maybe if it's worth it, I'll do like a group chat and we can critique the game. Maybe.
Well, it'll be Andrew and I playing. So
yeah, maybe we'll figure out how to do that. For me, all I would like you to do is just subscribe. That's it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Maybe if you can find one friend that may be interested in joining us on this Bachelorette journey, and just share this with them for them to subscribe as well, because it's so helpful with allowing our channel to grow and having more conversations and getting those interviews that we want. I think we're really lucky that we're going to get Sandman and Sandhurst. Then that's because he has similar subscribers, but like once you get too big, people are, I don't know, they're just like, I'm too big for this small channel. So let's make our channel be able to compete with some of the big leagues so we can get those big interviews that we really, really want. Jaquan, as always, says peace and blessings, #be great. And I say the same thing. Peace and blessings. Be great.
ditto.
Love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the Bachelorette premiere.